One day, a troubled man sought out a wise master. The lines on his face revealed sleepless nights, and his voice trembled as he spoke. Master, my mind feels like a storm. Thoughts swirl around like leaves in a hurricane, pulling me in every direction. Most of them only fill me with anxiety. I need help, anything that can bring me peace. The master looked at him with compassion. My friend, he said gently, what you truly need is meditation. It may seem challenging now, but if you practice regularly, you'll notice those turbulent thoughts calming down. The man's face fell. Master, I've tried meditation before. Every time I sit down, my mind throws a party. The more I try to focus, the more thoughts flood in, worries and fears from my past. It's overwhelming. The master nodded, sensing the man's struggle. I understand. Meditation can feel impossible at first. However, I can give you a mantra that might help you find some peace. But there's a condition. While you recite it, don't think of a monkey. If you do, the mantra won't work. The man chuckled nervously. A monkey? That sounds absurd. Why would I even think of a monkey? Feeling hopeful, he went home with the mantra swirling in his mind. He sat in a quiet room, closed his eyes, and prepared to recite it. But just as he began, a thought crept in. Don't think of a monkey. Suddenly, his mind filled with images of monkeys, swinging from branches, laughing, and looking straight at him. No matter how hard he tried to shake them off, the thoughts grew stronger. Frustrated, he splashed cold water on his face and tried again. But it was the same. Monkeys filled his mind, taunting him from every corner. By morning, he felt like he was losing his mind. He rushed back to the master, desperation etched across his face. Master, what kind of curse is this? I've never thought of a monkey in my life, and now they're haunting me. The master listened attentively, allowing the man to vent. Once he calmed down, the master gestured for him to sit. Let's take a moment to breathe, he said, closing his eyes. Now, let's talk about the nature of the mind. The man sat quietly, curious about what the master would say. You see, my friend, the mind is like a wild monkey, restless and unpredictable. The more we resist our thoughts, the more power we give them. Fighting against what we think makes it harder to let go. It's like trying to hold back the tide. The more we push, the stronger it comes back. As the man absorbed the master's words, he realized the truth in them. It wasn't about resisting thoughts, it was about observing them. He pictured himself sitting by a river, watching leaves float by, each thought a leaf drifting in the current. As he let go of his resistance, he noticed the chaotic thoughts beginning to settle, like ripples fading from a once stormy pond. Understanding is the first step to peace, the master continued. True tranquility doesn't come from controlling every thought, but from accepting that they will come and go. It's about allowing them to exist without letting them take over. With this newfound perspective, the man felt relief wash over him. He realized it was okay to feel overwhelmed. Everyone does at times. The struggles, the noise, the chaos, they were part of being human. He thought of the mantra and how it was supposed to bring him calm, but it had revealed the truth about his mind. In resisting, he had only added to his turmoil. Now with acceptance, he found a path forward, to observe his thoughts without judgment, letting them drift by like leaves on water. I need to practice this, he said softly, determination in his voice. To sit quietly and just watch my thoughts. I need patience to find peace. The master smiled, recognizing the shift in the man's energy. Remember, my friend, it takes time. Each time you meditate, chaotic thoughts may still return, but rather than resisting, simply watch them, acknowledge them, and let them pass. The more you practice, the calmer your mind will become. From that day forward, the man embraced his meditation practice. Each session became an opportunity to observe thoughts without attachment. Sometimes the monkeys would still appear, but instead of frustration, He learned to smile at them, understanding they were just passing through. He discovered a profound truth. The key to peace lies not in the absence of thoughts, but in their acceptance. With time and practice, the storm inside him began to settle. He was no longer fighting against his mind. Instead, he learned to navigate it with grace. As he continued, the man felt lighter and more at ease. He had transformed his relationship with his thoughts and found the peace he had longed for. Each day brought new challenges, but with every meditation, he reminded himself of the Master's wisdom: to observe, to allow, and to be patient. With this acceptance, he finally felt free.